Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And you are new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comments. Thank you all for watching. Till I will see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
Don't need misunderstanding yẹn. Ó wá pé bàbá oníbàbá ní pé ó wọ aṣọ àdúró òṣì lẹ́nu ẹni tí lọ́ọ̀yà ọ̀hún tí ò tiẹ̀ mọ bí tó tiẹ̀ máa bí ó kó tiẹ̀ gba law school lọ ni mi understand yẹ. Ó wá pé bàbá oníbàbá pé ó wọ aṣọ àdúró òṣì ọlọ́run ló tiẹ̀ ní gbẹ̀yàn kọ́kọ́ tètè correct ẹ̀ pé don't say that. Mi mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń gún tí ó fẹ́ bàbá ni ayẹjọ́ ẹ bá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn kí ni bàbá ní bàbá ṣe pẹ̀lú wọn èèyàn nípa ẹ má ṣe nǹkan báyìí gbogbo wọn ṣàǹtẹnu àgàgà ẹlẹ́nu ṣùkú àgbàdo kí ló ń forúkọ onípọ́ǹkì ìyanu onípọ́ǹkì òfò àwọn oníkẹ̀kẹ̀gà wọ́n ṣe pọ́ǹkì bọ́ ṣẹnu bẹ́ẹ̀nu ṣùkú àgbàdo gbogbo wọn bẹ̀bẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ sí bàbá ẹni ẹ̀ wá justice ẹni ẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe pàtí celebrate mi mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ celebrate èèyàn ní fọwọ́ òṣìfẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀bẹ̀ sí dákú ẹ̀bẹ̀ sí sọ̀tì ẹ̀ wá ń play old video ó dàbí tó ń bá ní consent láti ṣe èmi táǹdì sí ìwé ọ̀rọ̀ ìyẹn ibi tí pé tó bá ti tèèyàn jẹ́ nìyẹn tiẹ̀ máa bọ́ síná ìyẹn ò tiẹ̀ ń wá ibi tí ó da níbi tiẹ̀ òun àti olóhùn kọ̀ọ̀kan kọ́ńṣí crush àbí kọ́ńṣí quench náà pé gbogbo wọn ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú wa o èèyàn máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí bàbá oníbàbà káwọn náà lọ́pọ̀ ọmọ tiwọn náà kàn máa celebrate ẹ̀ náà ó dàbí torí information tí wọn ò rí òun ló jẹ́ kí gbogbo wọn kórí wọn máa dàrú lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan òun ló jẹ́ kórí wọn máa dàrú èèyàn á jókòó síbi kan jẹ́jẹ́ èèyàn jókòó wọ́n á jókòó ẹ máa gbé ẹjọ́ wèrè ẹjọ́ tí ò lórí tí ò ní ìtumọ̀ ó yẹ kán jókòó ara wọn kán tiẹ̀ sit down pé gbogbo nǹkan táwọn ń ṣe láti ìjọ àwọn èèyàn ò bá wa reason lórí ẹ̀ kí làwọn ṣe lè fún ó yẹ kán jókòó kán think orí wọn wọ́n tún ń ṣe bíi ìkan tiẹ̀ ní fún wọn ní pressure àbí pleasure ló pe I don't even want to know. Wọ́n kàn ṣe rádaràda lẹ́nu yìí mo jẹ́ láìkí bí vengeance ṣe dá wọn lóhùn orúkọ yẹn vengeance yẹn orúkọ yẹn ó ń ro ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn ṣọ́kùnrin ni wọ́n orúkọ yẹn ó ń ro wọn gan ó bá mi fún wọn jẹ ni ó fún wọn níbọn ni ó fún wọn níbọn ni ìbọn tàtàtàtà bí Mohbad ṣe kọ ó fún wọn ní tàtàtàtà.
ṣe rí nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí n close fídíò mi ni ìgbà tó ní pé vengeance ń gbà pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ yẹn ó fi ń gba gift ni ó fi ń gba gift tó bá wá ń fún ní gift nǹkan ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ ó fi ń gba gift so àwọn èèyàn ń fún ní gift so ṣé kó má sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ làwọn èèyàn wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fóònù ó mà shut up kó má sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ ń jealous mo rí wípé ó ń jealous ó ń jealous honestly kò dáa ẹni tó bá ti ń jealous ó lè pààyàn ẹni tó bá ti gbogbo wọn ló ń jealous kí ló ń dé wọn fún ní gift.
Ìlara pọ̀ lára wọn. Àwọn tó bá jẹ́ sí ìlara bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ń lọ síwájú ògo wọn máa ń wá sẹ́yìn ni ògo wọn ní ògo ayé àtijọ́ náà ní ògo ayé àtijọ́ ni wọ́n jẹ́ wọ àwọn tó ní ògo gidi wọ́n wá rí pé ògo Mohbad tó ń kárí àgbáyé wọ́n wá fẹ́ lo ògo yẹn kọ́ fìdíde bọ̀ tí wọ́n wá mọ̀ lò wọ́n lò.
At least ṣe rí àwọn tó fún gift yẹn wọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣe kárí mi ṣojú ayé ojú ayé òun náà ṣe tán fi fún ní gift yẹn if not kò lè wà Papariano ò lè wà lórí platform ẹ lẹ́ni kàn fún ẹ ní adúrú gift tó gbà yẹn ò lè wà lórí ò lè wà torí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ kò wà relevant àtìgbà tí tó ti ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe sí wọn kí n fún ẹ gift mọ́ kò dà bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ kò dà bẹ́ẹ̀ eye service náà fi fún ẹ lè tán fún ẹ yìí it's not good má máa jowú òjòwúkùnrin ni ẹ òjòwú o máa envy ènìyàn ṣe rí gbogbo wọn ló ní the same thing gbogbo wọn ló ní the same thing lára ìdí tí Papariano tá lè fi gbọ́ wípé Papariano ń sọ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ wípé ẹ ń fi òkú ọmọ ẹ fi ń ṣe monetization ẹ fi ń gba gift kò lè òun ò lè sọ jáde tìtorí pé òun gangan ti fi òkú ọmọ ó ti fi gba lions tipẹ́tipẹ́ so kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ó ṣàdánwò lè wá sórí platform àwọn kids.
No, ó ti lulẹ̀ ni Papariano ó ti lulẹ̀ ó ló ṣe rìn kiri òun rìn kiri ń sìn ni òun rìn kiri.
Ẹni tó náà wò lè dìde kúrò lórí síìtì ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀pọ̀n ẹ̀ tó ti dọ̀tí yẹn.
Ó ti ń dìde sìn o ó ti ń dìde o.
Tẹ́nísì yẹn ló máa bà ayé Papariano jẹ́ ayé yẹn èṣù ni. Àwọn ó fẹ́ di lọ́ọ̀yà pàpàdodo tí ò lè bó ti ẹ̀ ń wo àwọn tó ti ẹ̀ ń wo platform rádaràda ni ẹ yẹ kí n fa àwọn tó kù sílẹ̀. God bless everybody. Thank you ma.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni tíbi kẹ́ni iṣẹ́ wa ń bẹ̀ tíbi kẹ́ni ò sí ń bẹ̀ Mr. Kúnlé Joseph ṣe ẹ ti sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ àbí man no be God.
Tèmi fẹ́ sọ ni wípé ṣàkíyèsí ibi tó jowú dé kí bàbá tó máa jáde fún TikTok wọn tó wà ní péjì tó máa ń gba lion gba gift gba everything kò kì í complain o bó ṣe pé bàbá ti ń ṣe TikTok bàbá ń jà tó bá gba lóbẹ̀ tí ń jẹ́rọ bàbá yẹn pé wọ́n fún lion wọ́n ṣe kinní kan pé kó sàkáǹtì ó ti báyìí kan wọ́n á bí ní péjì ẹjọ́ yẹn wọ́n á sọ pé ìjọ tí wọ́n ti ń gba gift tó ń gbà ìjọ tí wọ́n ti sàkáǹtì nǹkan tó gbà tó ti sàkáǹtì ẹ̀rí fáwọn èèyàn pé ó ti gbà ó ti tó yẹ báwo ó dẹ̀ ti ń calculate nǹkan ti gba 20 million ó ti gba owó nǹkan tó ti gba 10 million kí ni tiẹ̀ pẹ̀lú pé nǹkan tó gbà ó ò rántí ẹ ìgbà tó wá kálọ́ ní kì í ṣe àwọn jọ́sìn bọ̀bọ̀ àkọ́ ló ń fún ní gift àwọn tó ti mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ló máa ń fún ní gift mo pé kí bọ̀ kí ló sì bọ̀bọ̀
irọ́ ló ń pa ó láwọn àràbó ló ń fò ní gift àwọn òyìnbó irọ́ ló ń pa o gbogbo ìgbà tó máa ń kó ṣé rí information tó ń jà fún yẹn gbogbo ìgbà tó máa fi ń da information síta táwọn aries tó máa mọ information tó ti máa da gbogbo ẹ̀ síta yẹn òun á wá sáré máa analyze ẹ̀ wọ́n á máa fi fún ní gift bó ń sì ní kò sí yẹn mọ́ kò sí information tó máa analyze so kò sí gift kò sówó kò sí kíní.
ó ya ajá àdìgbò lugi sí gbòòrò ó sọ ẹ̀dá ajá àdìgbò lugi.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you man no be God thank you so much Mr. Kunle ẹ ṣé. Man no be God are you there ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ gbà àwọn èèyàn wọlé ẹ ṣé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tẹ́ bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa fi space sílẹ̀ kí n gbà àwọn èèyàn wọlé ẹ ṣé. Man no be God are you there Mọ́mí Yétúndé.
Hey, my beautiful sister, my beautiful sister Comfort, Ekason. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes. The panelists, the commenters, and the people that are at the corner watching us. I just want to talk about that stupid bastard Papariano. Papariano, you are bastard. I repeat it, you are bastard. Olórí burúkú ọmọ òfò olórí burúkú ni bàbá àtàárọ̀ tí mo kọjá ní gbòòrò TikTok mo ti rí pé ó ti wà live ó wá lọ gbé show Bukky Jesse nígbà tí Bukky Jesse tí a ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ justice nígbà yẹn ó wá lọ gbé show yẹn jáde ibi tí Bukky Jesse ti bú bàbá ike bàbá ò mọ̀ ọjọ́ owó lọ tí sàǹdà tí nígbà yẹn ó fídíò yẹn òun ló lọ gbé jáde tó
níkẹ́ ló ń pín kiri
àwọn gullible followers ẹ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ gbogbo wọn wá jókòó sórí platform sórí panelist wọn wá ń gbọ́ wọn wá ń ṣe analysis lé lórí mo kàn wò báyìí pé kí ló ń ṣe bọ̀bọ̀ Papariano ṣó ò ní nǹkan mi ò ní content tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí mọ́ ni kí ni bàbá Joseph Alọ́bàgbọ́n tẹ̀ gbà lọ́wọ́ gbogbo iná ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú lò ṣàlàyé bàjá láyé rírun yìí ẹ̀yin ò lè tẹ́ ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ aṣẹ́ṣẹ́ ẹ̀ níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Papariano ò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ó máa ṣí àyà ó máa ṣí gẹ̀lẹ́ ní sórí TikTok ni látàárọ̀ títí dalẹ́ ìgbà kan ó kì í sùn bóyá o tiẹ̀ ti lápá tension god kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ bóyá chronic hypertension ti ń dà ẹ́ láàmú ó ti ń wọ́ọ̀rì ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ because ìgbà kan Papariano máa wà lórí TikTok láti àárọ̀ títí dijọ́ kejì ni bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn níbi tẹ́ wà tẹ́ bá tún jí bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́ múra fiṣẹ́ Papariano lẹ máa rí. Papariano lẹ máa wá wò pé ṣé ni yóò níṣẹ́ ni ṣé ò ní lọ bí iṣẹ́ ni wọ́n fi TikTok ṣe é ni èló ló ń gbà lórí TikTok èló ló ń rí lórí TikTok tó yẹ pé TikTok kó máa jókòó sí lórí TikTok for 24 hours kò ní kú òun bẹ́ẹ̀ lágbé wíìgì orí burúkú wíìgì sọnù lágbé sórí láma ṣanálísì sọ̀rọ̀ alánísìsì sọnù láma sọ̀rọ̀ láma ranjú kọ́kọ́kọ́kọ́kọ́ àti báyìí lèmi ti mọ̀ pé anti justice ni Papariano tó bá fì sí left á tún fì sí right kò mọ̀ èyí tó yẹ kó lọ́nu méjèèjì ó fẹ́ ṣe justice for Mohbad ó dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ ṣe anti justice bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn àwọn gullible followers a máa wá gbá wọn sọ́ọ̀tún a máa gbá wọn sósì àwọn yẹn náà máa dà pẹ̀lú lẹ́yìn àwọn gọ̀ọ̀ṣù èjìdá rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́gọ̀ sí gọ̀ọ̀ṣù èjìdá rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́gọ̀ sí wọ́n máa wá dà pẹ̀lú lẹ́yìn wọn ò lójú tì ibẹ̀ ni gbogbo wọn ti ń wá tí gbogbo wọn ti ń wá sórí platform oníkálukú tó ti ń lọ káàkiri níyẹn Papariano tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ kékeré kó máa control ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà ẹ̀yin àgbà má dànù tó jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ lọ́pọlọ ọpọlọ yín ti kú Papariano ọmọ 30 kíná pò bí ọmọ 35 years òun ló ń control life yín òun ló ń control òun ló máa sọ fún yín nǹkan tẹ́ máa sọ gbà mí tẹ́ bá sọ the right thing tó máa favour ẹ̀ á máa sọ fún yín pé you shut up á máa ṣe shut up fún yín òun lẹ̀ ń dàtẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn òun lẹ̀ ń jókòó tí tẹ́ ń jókòó sórí platform tẹ́ ń ṣe analysis òṣì analysis ìranù analysis òfò ẹ̀yin ò lè burúkú bàbá Mohbad lóhun ò fẹ́ anything fọmọ òun kẹ́nìbọ̀dì máa organize any show anything kan máa celebrate wọ́n yẹ ọmọ òun ṣẹ́yìn lẹ bí Mohbad ni tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé ẹ fẹ́ celebrate life ọmọ yín tó ti kú tẹ́ ti padà nù ẹ lọ pa ọmọ yín oníkàkùn yín ló ti bímọ yín tó bá dẹ̀ ti bímọ nínú yín ìwọ Papariano ó lè lọ parẹ́ dànù kí bàbá àtìyẹ́ ẹ̀ jáde kan bọ́ sórí TikTok kan jáde kan lọ máa ṣe service of song fún àbí kí lẹ ń pè àbí ṣòranù tẹ́ ń bá káàkiri kan lọ máa ṣe fún ẹ wọ́n fi ṣe yín ni ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ fi bàbá Joseph Alọ́ba lọ́rùn sílẹ̀ ó lóun ò fẹ́ yín kẹwàá bí gbà ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ ń mú ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ ń bọ́ta ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ ń bu lójoojúmọ́ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ ní bàbá tí yín sílé èyí tó ní bàbá mọ́nu yín ó níyà èyí tó dẹ̀ níyà àti bàbá mọ́nu yín ó lọ́kọ èyí tó dẹ̀ lọ́kọ mọ́ nínú yín ẹ káwọn ọmọ yín sábẹ́ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ bàbá ní bàbá láàmú ẹ fi bàbá Mohbad lẹ́sà yẹ̀ náà ó lóun ò fẹ́ yín òun ò wá yín wọ́n bí sórí mẹ́ja ni ìwọ Papariano yẹn wà máa kígbe they are fighting for they talking about justice for Mohbad they fighting for justice for Mohbad they taking gift they taking gift they don't have to take gift if you are talking about justice for Mohbad they don't have to take gift but you too you crying for gift Papariano you crying for lions every time when we are on your platform then because me I stop going to your platform. Anytime we are on your platform, you say, oh, give me lion, give me lion, give me lion, give me lion. That is your song that time. Give me lion, give me lion, give me lion. If anybody don't give you lion, that is when you going to start. You giving Marifa lion, giving Westo lion, giving this lion. You are full of jealousy. Papariano jealousy bitch olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè ọmọ òṣọmọ jáde ìjàtọ ọmọ tí ò jáde nílé tí wọn kàn lé tó wá láti tó wà ní ìlàjẹ tó jẹ́ pé ẹja lẹ ń pa nílé tí ìlàjẹ yín bẹ ẹja ló ń pa jẹ tó bá pẹja létí omi ò lè jẹun olórí burúkú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó ń ṣe jẹun nìyẹn tó sá pé ó sápò ń bẹ ní tó lọ sá sílùú kan tó ná deport rẹ tó lẹpa síbẹ̀ tó kúrò ń bẹ tó ń wá asylum ìwọ náà wá bọ́ta ẹ máa wá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa lanu gbàgẹ́ ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn àwọn tó bí yín lọ́mọ ẹ máa sọ̀sọ́ kú sọ Leave Baba Aloba alone. Leave Joseph Aloba alone. You don't know him from nowhere. You don't know Mohbad from nowhere. Joseph Aloba said he did not want you. He doesn't want you to fight for his son. Stay on your lane with your gullible followers and leave Joseph Aloba alone. Leave Baba Mohbad alone. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú ẹ̀yin olóṣì dédé yìí. Àti wọ́ àti crunch queen Buffalo olójú fífẹ̀ bíi gbà wàrà crunch queen olóṣì. A máa dún wíwíwíwíwíwí a máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí asín. Àti ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbígbé yẹn tiẹ̀ lọ́pọlọ lórí ni àṣé kò tiẹ̀ lọ́pọlọ kọ́bọ̀ lórí. Wọ́n wá sọ pé lecturer ló ń ṣe nínú àwọn wo ló fẹ́ ṣe lecturer ní UK. Ìwọ crunch queen yẹn wàá bọ́ sórí platform káàkiri wàá máa la fún gay wàá máa pariwo gay wàá máa ṣe gay wàá máa sọ̀rọ̀ gay èèyàn tó wà responsible ni mo pè é mi mọ̀ pé responsible woman ni ẹ́. Bára àwọn gullible followers Papariano tí Papariano ń control life wọn òun ni ẹ́ ìwọ crunch queen àmú ẹ̀ bá has no shape. Ó sanra àyà ó sanra òṣó tí kò jẹkújẹjẹ ó ti jẹjẹkújẹ títí ó ti fẹ́ bẹ́ ó sì máa bẹ́ crunch queen torí ò ní shape orí gbágun iwájú ẹ̀ ò da ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ò da bọ́ọ̀dì ẹ̀ ò da fèsì ẹ̀ ò ṣe é rí fèsì ẹ̀ ò da fèsì ẹ̀ fẹ̀ ni. wàá lọ ṣán powder papamu yòyò wàá lọ ṣán mọ́jú wàá wá ṣí kámẹ́rà ìwọ náà ń take picture nìyẹn ìwọ tó fi kankan la tó burẹ́ wà bí nǹkan míì. Ẹ̀yin olóṣì olórí burúkú èèyàn yìí wọ́n fi ṣe yín ni àti wá Adénìkẹ́ òòró kó dó mọ́ ọkọ gbókó sákò òun lé fún ẹ ìyá okó yẹn òun ló jẹ́ tó fi wá ya wèrè sórí TikTok. Ó sì máa ń rìn wọjà ìwà Adénìkẹ́ yẹn ó máa ń rìn òwò ọjà báyìí tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa máṣọ fún ẹ báyìí pé kó wàṣọ báyìí wàá dùn dànù ni. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá jáwọ́ lórí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Joseph Aloba toró lórí burúkú ni gbogbo yín tẹ kóra jọ sórí platform Papariano àti wọ ìdúnwẹ̀wẹ́ àbí kí ni wọ́n ń pè yẹn oníwíìgì ìranu oníwíìgì sọnù aláṣọ kóòtù sọnù ìdúnwẹ̀wẹ́ èyí wẹ̀ṣán àbí kí ni wọ́n ń pe orúkọ ẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀yà sọnù olóbùkú olóṣè oníjàkú sí ìyá wọn ní ghetto ló ń gbé inú ilé ìdun ló ń gbé inú ilé ìdun wọ̀lọ̀wọ̀lọ̀ ìdun ṣe wọ̀lọ̀wọ̀lọ̀wọ̀lọ̀ nínú ilé ẹ̀ lamẹ́ríkà ń bí ni wọ́n níbẹ̀ ló ń gbé wọ́n náà bọ́ta wọ́n náà máa sọ̀rọ̀ ó gbáṣọ lọ́ọ̀yà sọ́rùn ń ré wọ̀n lẹ̀ kí ló dé tó fi lọ fún lọ́ọ̀yà ń gbà yẹn tó mọ̀ pé lọ́ọ̀yà ń wọ̀n ẹ̀ ṣe ó wá bọ́ sórí TikTok ó wá ń ṣe lọ́ọ̀yà lórí TikTok ó rí pò lójú tì ó gbé wíìgì ìyá ó gbé wíìgì òṣì ó gbé sórí TikTok ó rí pò lójú wọ́n ní wọ́n ní jacuzin àṣenú ilé ìdun ló ń gbé ní Chicago nínú ghetto onídùn wọ̀lọ̀wọ̀lọ̀ nínú ilé ìdun ti jẹ gbogbo ọpọlọ ẹ kò jẹ́ kó ní sẹ́ǹsì kankan báyìí ó lórí tó ń rò ẹ wá lọ kóra yín jọ ẹ ń tútù kùtù ẹ sọ̀sọ́kú sọ ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú ẹ̀yin olóṣì dédé ẹ̀yin òpònú burúkú yìí ẹ lọ kóra yín jọ ẹ ń bú bàbá Mohbad Ọlọ́run máa sọ̀kò bànújẹ́ sí yín láàrin gbogbo yín Ọlọ́run máa sọ̀kò bànújẹ́ sí yín ni lórí platform bàbá Papariano tí gbogbo yín ti ń kóra yín jọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ kúrò lórí ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ bọ́ sórí platform ìdúnwẹ̀wẹ́ èyí wẹ̀ntán oníwíìgì sọnù aláṣẹ láyà ìsọnù onídùn wọ̀lọ̀wọ̀lọ̀ nínú ilé Ọlọ́run máa sọ̀kò bànújẹ́ sí gbogbo yín ni ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú ẹ̀yin olóṣì èèyàn yìí tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ stop gbogbo òṣì tẹ́ ń ṣe yẹn a máa jáde fún yín correct na máa drag in àti wọ́ Andy oníwájú gun ẹlẹ́yìn gun bí ẹgbẹ́ etí yẹn orí ẹ̀ bó orí pósí Macaulay yẹn ẹ̀yin bitter soul burúkú yìí ìwọ Andy wàá wá gbàṣọ wàá wá bọ́ sórí wàá kó rẹ̀ wàá bọ́ máa bọ́ sórí platform justice for Mohbad wàá máa sọ pé justice for Mohbad ni wọ́n wá ìwọ wá fún justice for Mohbad fún bàbá Mohbad ṣé kò ṣe bàbá Mohbad ló bí Mohbad tẹ̀ ń wá justice fún ni àbórí burúkú ń da gbogbo yín làbẹ́ fẹ́ ṣòfò ni Andy má wá sórí justice for Mohbad mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ àjókòó síbi tẹ̀yìn olórí burúkú ṣẹlẹ́yà ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣẹlẹ́yà ara yín lórí platform Papariano tó ń gbẹ sọ́tún tó ń gbẹ sósì kí irú Papariano yẹn kó jẹun pé òun ni kó máa control yín jókòó tì í kẹjọ máa ṣòṣì kẹ máa ṣe orí burúkú yín tẹ̀ ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ àwa yín lórí justice for Mohbad torí àmọ́ pàǹtí justice nìyẹn ẹ̀ kì í ṣe justice for Mohbad ìwọ Andy èèyàn gidi ni mo pè ẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ mi mọ̀ pé kò sí lárí lára ẹ̀ kò séèyàn lára ẹ̀ ìwọ náà lọ lẹ̀ pọ̀ máwọn aláyé bàjẹ́ àwọn táyé wọn ti bàjẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé wọn ayé wọn ò lójútùú wọn ti wà frustrated àwọn bitter soul tí wọn láyé mọ́ tí ilé ayé ti sún wọn tó jẹ́ pé ṣe náà kàn déédéé ní jẹ́ ká tiẹ̀ kóra wájọ sórí platform Papariano káwọn tiẹ̀ máa ṣayé káwọn máa ṣayé bó ṣe wà wọn káwọn kàn máa wà bó ṣe wà wọn àárín wọn ló lọ ṣe kí ni ló lọ fọ́ọ̀sì ìyẹn láyé játijàti èyí tó jẹ́ pé inú yín ò dáa ilé yín ò dáa ẹ wá bọ́ sórí TikTok ẹ wá sọ̀rọ̀ sí bàbá Mohbad àbí kò ní dáa fún yàrá ìyá yín àbí kò fẹ́ dáa fún yín ni Andy kò fẹ́ dáa fún ẹni olóyìnbó òṣì olóyìnbó I still still I want to talk still I want to say sis olóyìnbó òṣì ẹ lọ ṣọ́ra yín o torí a máa jáde fún yín gidi gan a dẹ̀ máa fún yín jẹ gan a máa tẹ̀ sí yín lójú gidi gan ẹ̀yin aláyé bàjẹ́ ẹ̀yin frustrated soul ìtẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ṣọ́ra ẹ máa lápátẹ́ńṣọ̀n lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Joseph Aloba ní ìtẹ́kó sí i apátẹ́ńṣọ̀n tó dẹ̀ máa kọlù yín kò ní gbóògùn ẹ̀yin olóṣì olórí burúkú èèyàn yìí ẹ jẹ́ ń dúró jàre kẹ́lòmíì náà sọ̀rọ̀.
ẹ ṣe máa. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much. Blessed.
Auntie Comfy, thank you very much.
Good evening.
God honor you. Good evening. Nǹkan tèmi fẹ́ sọ torí bó ṣe gòkè tó jẹ́ ẹ̀yin méjì lẹ́wà ń bẹ̀ lèmi náà ti wà ní comment section. Mo rí àwọn question tẹ̀mí torí mo wà surprise pé báwo ni Auntie Comfy ṣe gbé Papariano sí orí platform. But along the line mo rí pé gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń sọ ó ń twist ẹ̀. Ṣé rí ó make point kan nígbà tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pé kí ló dé tó ń bú bàbá. Mo fi sí comment section pé he is too full of himself ó dẹ̀ proud ó ní àwọn ìgbọ́ information pẹ̀lú àwọn legal team. Ẹ mọ problem tó ní tí wọn ò dẹ̀ lè yé ní títí tán fi máa kú òun ni pé wọ́n dissolve group tí Andy àti Crush Queen wà ṣé mọ̀ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ a máa ń wonder bí information ṣe máa ń jáde tẹ́ bá look back ẹ rí i pé látìgbà tán ti dissolve group yẹn information ò jáde ẹni.
Ẹ má bínú jà wọ́n ti mú láìpẹ́ yẹn wọlé. Princess Adédìgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o nǹkan tó nídìí nìyẹn tẹ́ bá mọ èpè àwọn supporter tó ń ṣẹ́ lójoojúmọ́ èpè náà ń ṣẹ́ lójoojúmọ́.
Ọlọ́run á san wọ́n lẹ́san iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wọn ó wá yá ó sọ wípé wọ́n fẹ́ nìkan ní ibi tẹ́tí máa mọ̀ pé envy lọ́rọ̀ olórí burúkú yìí ó ní wọ́n fúnyàn ní gift kó sọ fún wọn kán yé fún òun ní gift mọ́ mẹ́wàá ìgbà tí bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mo sáré lọ wojú fóònù mi mo rí wípé wọ́n ti fóònù gan ní 1,000 plus coin ó dẹ̀ ní kán stop ẹnìkan ibi tẹ́tí máa rí pé brain wave mú wọn ọpọlọ wọn àtẹ́lẹsẹ̀ wọn ló wà nǹkan tí wọn ò lè gbà wọ́n dẹ̀ fi ń lọ bàbá ó ní nǹkan sọ pé òun ò fẹ́ sẹ́rímọ́nì 1 year remembrance ṣé yẹn wá tó kí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tún máa bú bàbá nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn mọ̀ ni pé gbogbo wọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ òdì sí bàbá Ọlọ́run á san wọ́n lẹ́san ìlọ́po méjì kò sí nǹkan téèyàn gbìn tí ò ní ká Bíbélì sọ fún èmi pé ní fífọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ò ní lọ láì jìyà wọn ò ní lọ láì jìyà, ẹ̀yin lọ kọ́lẹ̀. Justice a máa rí. Justice for Mohbad. I rest my case.
ẹ ṣe mà. Thank you so much. Òótọ́ lẹ sọ. Man no be God, are you there? Olagba. The Swift.
Okay, ma'am. I check on my miss
Ẹ jẹ́ drop me sí comment section.
and it's quite unfortunate but many things are just happening so fast. And I was thinking I would be opportune to speak while Papariano was still on here. Unfortunately, he's not here. But I believe that one way or the other, he might be listening to us, or he will get to listen to us. It's time to set
Adenike is going to. She's going to
feed
record.
him.
She's going to record it and send it to you.
Oh, okay, that's fine. And I will say this will be a kind of call to Papariano and all those who are dwindling stories around and trying to reduce the strength for the call for justice. Papariano, it is time to set the record straight again. You have positioned yourself as a voice in the ongoing saga surrounding Mohbad's death, no doubt. But I am here to tell you that the path you have chosen is not just wrong, it is dangerous. Good, you started well. You started well, I repeat, you started well. It is one thing to have an opinion, but it is entirely another to actively undermine the pursuit of justice for a young man just like yourself, who was brutally taken from this world. It is wrong to channel all your energy to the father of the deceased. Let's be clear. Mohbad's father, Mr. Holoba, is a man grieving the loss of his son. A loss that no parent should ever and ever have to endure. To suggest that he is not looking for justice like you always do on your platform is not only a lie, but a cruel and baseless attack on a man who is doing everything within his power to ensure that his son's death is not in vain. Every tear he sheds, believe me, he sheds tears that within his closet, he sheds some tears that is not known to the public. Every plea that he makes here and there using the legal system, canvassing support from people, and people rallying around him to support him. All this strength is born out of the deepest love for his son and a desire to see the truth come to light. There is no one, I repeat, no one on this surface earth that will love him as much as his father and his mother. Papariano, by giving your platform to those who seek to spread lies, misinformation, and division, you are complicit in delaying the justice that Mohbad deserves. You are complicit in ensuring that he never gets justice because your effort is day by day reducing the strength for the call for justice. You are giving power to those who would rather bury the truth than confront it. People like Lady Harris, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Is it one where you stood on the side of deceit and betrayal? Or one where you use your voice to uplift the truth and support a grieving family in their darkest time? To you and others like Lady Harris, who have taken it upon yourselves to castigate the legal system, to castigate the legal team, and Mohbad's father, I say this, Step back and reflect on the harm you are causing. Step back and reflect on the harm you are causing. This is not a game. This is not a platform for clouds, and this is not an avenue for puzzling. This is not an avenue for trying to be smart. This is not an avenue for games and all the likes. And this is certainly not a place for personal vengeance. This is about justice for a young man whose life was cruelly cut short. This is about giving his family the peace they deserve by ensuring that those responsible are held accountable. The world is watching. Every word you say, every action you take has consequences. Will you be remembered as the people who obstructed justice? Will you be remembered as the people who fight against others that were seeking for justice? Will you remember as the people who takes the call for justice backwards? Will you be remembered as a people who dig upon the old stories just as to delay the call for justice, or to disarray or to mislead people again toward away from the pathway for justice? Will you remember as a people who sow discord and division, or will you change your course and join the fight for what is right? Papariano, I urge you to consider the path you are on at the moment. Use your platform for good, like you started with. Use it to amplify the voices of those who are genuinely seeking justice. People like Sister Comfy, lady like Buki Jesse, people like Yekudi and Co. and the rest. Use your platform to amplify those voices. Use your platform. Use it to amplify the voices of those who are genuinely seeking for justice, not those who wish to distort the truth, not those who wish to just cause a disarray and disagreement among the people. The power you wield comes with a responsibility. Do not let it be said that you used it to harm the memory of a young man whose only crime was to dream big and live boldly with it. To everyone else, listen to me. Remember this, justice is not a privilege. It is a right. It is what we hold to Mohbad, to his family, and to every young person out there who looks up to him as an example. Stand on the side of the truth. Support those who are fighting for justice. Forget old stories and move forward. And do not allow the noise and the lies to distract you from what really matters. In the end, the truth will come out. Mohbad's spirit will find peace, and those who stood in the way of justice will have to live with their choices. Don't let that be you, Papariano. Don't let that be you, Lady Harris. Don't let that be you, Mrs. Adenike. Choose the right side of history. Choose justice for Mohbad. And you cannot say to be fighting for justice for Mohbad without total support for his father, who happens to be the main umbrella for this justice. And this is the umbrella we all are standing. Also, I will quickly touch on the African TV. The man who called himself Mr. Larry, and who prefer to be called African TV. I've been seeing some discord and narrative has been wheeling around the social media spaces. I was opportune to be on his platform this morning, and I said to him, I asked him a question. I said, if Mohbad was to be his son or his brother or his sister, will he be adamant to have the kind of party or so-called anniversary for him this time? When this child or the son is yet to be laid to rest. Ladies and gentlemen, especially you, Mr. Larry, the African TV man, I stand this moment to tell you today, not just as a voice, but as one of the people who are echoing the voices for justice. A spirit that is yet to find peace, the spirit of Moad, that cries out for justice in the face of unspeakable tragedy. This is a message you must hear, a plea that you cannot ignore, because what you are about to do, that so-called celebration, that anniversary that you are adamant about doing, that you want to go and set up a stage, invite artists, and do all those jamborees. This is a message you must hear. Do not go further. If you like yourself, it's just an advice. It is not a command. What you are about to do is not only wrong, but deeply disrespectful to the memory of a young man who was taken from us too soon. He is yet to be buried. And you want to celebrate and do an anniversary. And now you coined it to be a tribute. A tribute should just mean a statement. You can get a greeting card, or you can make up a diary and write in it. If you want to do a tribute, just write something and post. It's not necessarily you put up speakers and invite artists to come and do a kind of jamborees and you call that one a tribute. Mr. Larry, you plan to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Mohbad with parties and fanfare, as though his story has been concluded, as though his spirit is at rest, as though he has been buried. But I ask you, how can you dance? How can you sing when his family is still weeping in the midst of disarray, in the midst of conflict, even amongst the father and the mother, in the midst of disagreement between the wife and the rest of the neighbors? How can you set up a stage and dance? How can you set up a stage and invite artists to come and sing when there is disagreement, when there is disarray, when there is conflict, when there is sadness and grieving among the family and fans of this guy? His family still weeping. And then some people will argue that he is not weeping, he's singing. My friend, there are several ways for people to weep. In 10 years, some people are still grieving. 20 years, some people are still grieving. You are not qualified to dictate how somebody will grieve. But I ask you, how can you dance? How can you sing when his family is still weeping? When his soul is still crying out from wherever he is now, his soul is crying for justice. When the truth of his death is still shrouded in mystery and pain. The anthem should be justice for Mohbad. The anthem should be justice for Mohbad, and not a jamboree, and not a divisive statement all across platforms. This is the message we should all be spreading. Justice for Mohbad. Mohbad was a voice for the voiceless. A light in the darkness. And now that light has been dimmed by the hands of those who wished him harm. You, Mr. Larry, you, the African TV man, must understand that this is not the time to celebrate. It is the time to seek truth, to stand with his family, and to respect the grief and the struggle they endure every single day. Mohbad's music, his life was a testament to resilience in the face of adversity. He sang of struggle, of hope, of this hustle that never ends. He told us, and now his memory demands that we don't forget him by turning this moment into a hollow celebration. Instead, we should be channeling all our energy, all our voices into one singular cause, and that is justice. That is justice. Remember, this is a case of homicide, and it hangs over us, Mr. Larry. It's a case of homicide, and it hangs over us. It is begging for answer. Do you understand what that means? This isn't just a loss. This is a crime, a crime, a crime, a crime, a crime. Somebody needs to tell Mr. Larry that there was a crime. The death of Mohbad existed, a crime that needs to be solved, a puzzle. A crime that demands resolution, that demands the truth be unearthed. His killers are still out there, and instead of lighting candles for a celebration, we should be lighting the flames of justice, burning bright in the hearts of those who refuse to let Mohbad's death be in vain. Mr. Larry, I will implore you to join hands with those who are planning to have a solidarity walk on September 11th. Join hands with them and have a solidarity walk, and that will be more effective to the call for justice than the jamboree that you plan to have in Ogun State, far away in Ogun State. Mr. Larry, let Mohbad's death not be in vain. If you truly respect Mohbad, if you truly loved him as you claim, then you must respect his family's wishes. If you truly love him, you must respect his family wishes, because your argument has been that we should keep aside his family desire. How can that be done? No, that is not possible. Mohbad did not fall from heaven. It came through certain people, and we must respect the wishes and desires of this family. They said, and I repeat, no anniversary until justice is served and until Mohbad is laid to rest. Listen and listen carefully. Respect the family. If you truly respect Mohbad, you will respect his family's wishes. They have asked, they have pleaded that there be no celebration, no anniversary party, no kind of a tribute. If you want to do your tribute, do it in your own simple way. As a matter of fact, tribute is just a mere statement. You can have a diary somewhere and put it out there, let people be writing the tribute or whatsoever. And believe me, that is not left for you to organize. It is still the responsibility of the family to recognize a tribute or a point for tribute. They have asked, they have pleaded that they even went as far as having a publication that there be no celebration, no anniversary party until the work is done, until justice is served. They are still grieving, Mr. Larry, the African TV man. They are still fighting to understand why their son, their brother, their friend, their artist was taken from them. To ignore the plea is to disregard the very essence of what Mohbad stood for. Imagine, Mr. Larry, African TV man. If it were to be your son, I asked you the same question this morning. If it were to be your son, your brother, your friend, would you be out there planning parties, or would you be in the trenches fighting for the truth? Would you be dancing, or would you be demanding answers? Mohbad's family doesn't want a party. They want justice, and that is very simple to understand. They want peace, and that is very simple to understand. They want closure, and that is very simple to understand. And they deserve that, Mr. Larry. We all owe it to them to stand by their side, not to dance on the grave of a man whose story is far from over. Mohbad's story is far from over. We should not start dancing over the grave. This is not a time for celebration, Mr. Larry. It is a time for unity. This is not a time for celebration, Lady Madam Adenike. This is not time for celebration, Lady Harris. This is not a time for celebration for all those who are in support of the so-called anniversary. It is a time for unity, for solidarity with a family that has lost so much. It's a time to honor Mohbad by standing up for what is right, by ensuring that those responsible for his death are brought to justice. Mohbad sang in his song, and now it is our turn to be his voice, to carry the message forward until the truth is revealed. I speak not just for myself, but for all who seek justice for Mohbad, for all who refuse to let his death be in vain. If you go ahead with this celebration, you are not honoring Mohbad, you are dishonoring him, I must say. You are turning your back on his family. You are turning your back on his fans and on the very principles that he stood for. This is not about you, Mr. Larry, the African TV man. This is about Mohbad and the justice he deserves. So I urge you, I implore you, listen to this counsel. Stand with us and not against us. Join us in demanding justice, not in throwing parties, Let Mohbad's legacy be one of truth, of justice, of a fight that never ends until the last note has been sung, until the last battle has been won. In the name of everything Mohbad stood for, in the name of his family's grief, in the name of justice, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, Mr. Larry, I beg of you. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, Madam Adenike, I beg of you. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, Lady Harris, I beg of you. And ẹ jọ̀ọ́, Papariano and the rest of the team that are in support of this anniversary and all that things that are not in tandem with justice seeking. I beg of you, do what is right. Desist from this celebration and let us focus on what truly matters. Finding justice for Mohbad and ensuring that his spirit can finally rest in peace. And may we all find the strength to continue this fight until justice is served. Mohbad is still fighting for justice even where he is at the moment. Remember, he was exhumed, he was buried and exhumed, and he is not Jesus Christ. From the silence of that shadows, Mohbad is raising his voice. And that is why you have seen a lot of secrets, a lot of things are coming out, especially in the last few days. A melody of joy, his final choice. To those who veil the sun from the sky, to those who veil the sun from the sky, to those who quench his life, hear me now. In spirit, is not dead. In spirit, is not dead. Mohbad is calling, screaming from beyond the veil. For his killers, justice will prevail. To the haters, the traitors, hear my cry, you will be caught no matter where you flee. Mohbad is speaking. Mohbad is speaking. You thought you silence a voice, a simple faith, but I am a song in the hearts of those I have swayed. Your shadows, your whispers in the night so that can't quench the fire, the eternal spark. Mohbad is speaking and he's fighting. I am echoing, shouting through the silent cries, my call for justice to the open skies, to those who cause